Today we're going to talk about multiplication of polynomials. More specifically, we'll actually talk about multiplication of binomials today. But I have to start that we understand distributing, and that A times the quantity B plus C is AB plus AC. And again, this has to be in our wheelhouse of mastery. I am the anti-FOIL method. For you students at Juda, you don't know what that is. I don't like teaching FOIL. There's lots of those. It's a shortcut method. We'll teach it in the way that will work for all polynomials. So let's start with a monomial times a binomial. And again, this falls right in distributing. 4x squared is multiplied by x plus 2. So you take the quantity 4x squared times each of the quantities inside the binomial. So 4x squared times x and 4x squared times 2. And again, it's important to see that this is 4x times x, 4x cubed, 4x squared times 2 is 8x squared. The thing I want you to realize is this hunk of junk times each of those things. And I don't care what that hunk of junk is. It can be 4x squared, it can be 9x, it can be 3x plus 7. It can be another binomial. And we can still do it that way if we treat it like one thing. So if I show two binomials, a plus b and c plus d, I'm going to treat a plus b as a big hunk of junk, as an x. So that x is going to distribute. So I have x times c plus x times d. Well, that x is a plus b. So I put a plus b in place of those two x's. And when I do that, I get a plus b times c and a plus b times d. And then I can simply redistribute those. And I get ac plus bc plus ad plus bd. No like terms, and that would be the answer. And you got to be thinking, ugh, that's a lot of work. There is a shortcut, and we're going to go right to it versus what I usually make you guys do. Everything inside here multiplies everything inside there. The 4x has to multiply the 3x, the 4x has to multiply the negative 2. The 5 multiplies the 3x, the 5 multiplies the negative 2. So I can do it the way we had on the board in the previous slide, or I can distribute the 4x to everything in here, and I can distribute the 5 into everything in here. And you notice I did it in black and red. 4x times the 3x, the 4x times the negative 2. And the 5 times the 3x, and the 5 times the negative 2. And when I multiply those out, 12x squared, negative 8x, 15x, and negative 10, I will then search for like terms. And there are 2 in the center. And when you multiply binomials, that happens a lot. Negative 8x plus 15x makes 7x. So I'm going to do it here again. We'll do it on the bottom one. And this time I'm going to jump right to this step, because that's what you students always seem to do. X times 2x, 2xx, or 2x squared. X times negative 3, negative 3x. 2 times 2x, positive 4x. And positive 2 times negative 3, negative 6. The like terms are negative 3x and 4x. So I get 2x squared plus 1x, or plus x, minus 6. And I have just multiplied two binomials. So, the last slide I have here is 3 example problems, and I'm going to work through them rather quickly, except for the middle one, which is a very special case. Here we go. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. 5x times negative 4, negative 20x. 3 times 2x is 6x, and 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. The like terms are in the center again, negative 20 and positive 6. 10x squared minus 14x minus 12. And I have just found the product of those two factors. Now, on the next problem, you cannot use the power rule. You have to see 5x minus 6 as a binomial, and when you have binomial squared, you must write it out. And when you write it out, you're going to get a trinomial every single time. A binomial squared results in a trinomial. And we have to do that by multiplying it out. 5x times 5x is 25x squared. 5x times negative 6 is negative 30x. Negative 6 times 5x is negative 30x again. And negative 6 times negative 6. Two negatives make a positive when we multiply. And two negatives when we sum them make a negative still. In my like terms then, and I get 25x squared minus 60x plus 36. Now in the last term, it's still two binomials, but I changed it up a little bit. So 3x times x squared, 3x or 3x cubed. 3x times positive 2, positive 6x. Negative 1 times x squared, negative 1x squared or negative x squared. And negative 1 times positive 2, negative 2. Now when I look at this 4-term polynomial, none of the terms are alike. So I'll want to write this in descending power, so I'll switch the order around and have 3x squared minus x squared plus 6x minus 2. So you don't always combine the middle terms. Binomial multiplication. Everything in one side has to multiply everything in another.